Okay, hello. So we're about to do a question of an old diploma question for the electrolysis. So taking a look, this question's being nice to us. We are using it for 2 questions. Gives us some information about an electrolytic cell, but which is nice to us is that we don't have to come up with the equation. So we have the net ionic, and now we can go straight to what the questions are asking. So it's asking in the cell, the electrolysis of NaCl, what half reaction do we have at the cathode? So we do see what's reacting. If we're looking at the cathode, we are looking for reduction. So we want the element that has a gain, or compound that has a gain of electrons. So you can assign your oxidation numbers. Looking at chlorine, we know that pretty much it's not going to be chlorine because it's going from -1 to 0, where when we're looking at our hydrogen and oxygen is -2, it will stay -2. Hydrogen, on the other hand, though, is +1, and over here it's still +1, but over with here where hydrogen's alone, it is 0. So that had to gain electrons, right? This hydrogen ion, to go from oxidation +1 to 0, we gained electrons. Now, this hydrogen is part of water, so water is undergoing that reaction. So now we can just look at our data booklet, and if you are undergoing reduction, then your reactant is gaining those of electrons. So we would want to see those electrons on the reactant side. So that one, your answer is D. And then the next part of this question is asking when the current is switched off, what will happen? So with this equation, nothing is going to happen if until the current is on, right? The reaction won't take place because it's non-spontaneous. That's why we have to add in that current. So when you turn it off, the reaction is going to stop and nothing's going to happen anymore. So when we're going through this, asking about pH, on the right-hand side, we see OH is being produced. So if OH is being produced, you are becoming more basic, which means your pH is increasing. If you stop this reaction, your pH will stop increasing. Now, saying about pH stops decreasing, well, it was never decreasing. B, pH starts to decrease. Well, nothing's going to decrease because we're not reacting. So it's not like we're all of a sudden becoming acidic. So this isn't going to be an answer either. Concentration of the Cl negative stops decreasing. This will be the answer. And the reason being is with this Cl negative, when the current is on, this reaction is taking place and the Cl negative is being used up. So it would be decreasing in concentration. Now, if you turn off the switch and this reaction stops taking place, then the Cl negative would stop decreasing because the reaction wouldn't be happening. And now this last one you could also rule out because the Na positive isn't even in the equation. So this one, your answer was C. So I hope you found that helpful for electrolytic cells. And if you have any other kind of question you'd like me to try, please let me know. Thanks.